Hi!
Hi!
I'm Coco Ferocha.
I'm Isis Mirage.
And this is RuPaul's Drag Race Season 5, Episode 3 plus Untucked review.
Yeah.
That last video was a shout out to everybody who said, oh, 50 minutes. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Your video's so long.
It's so long. Why
this is longer than the actual show.
Oh my god. So yeah, there it is. Every time somebody has a comment saying that, we just gonna link to that one.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
Yeah, you want your short episode review, bitch? You got it. Okay, so the episode off the bat started with Miss Coco on the list and the whole shade and everything. But I mean, we find out more of the tea later. They really got vocal, so we'll talk about it then. But this really just set the episode up because off the jump they're like, whoop, let's get to that drama.
Right. So, the mini challenge this week was that the girls had to get in teams and drag up a little boy mannequin into a little pageant drag girl, darling.
Yes. I don't think there's much of a point going through each and every doll.
No,
you know.
But Little Pound Cake slayed that.
She did that.
Alaska and Lanesha were the challenge winners and therefore were the team captains.
I do want to say, I really kind of feel like Alaska had a lot of input on that doll because, like, it was so Alaska down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't really seen that side of Lanesha before. Detox slaying the scene as Rachel Zoe, because that was bananas.
For no reason.
Like,
get your life, Miss Detox. Get your life. And then, of course, Coco Montrese throwing shade in front of everybody, including RuPaul, talking about Miss Savannah Lee not fulfilling her duties, bitch. She tried it. She tried it.
Girl. So, yes, obviously Lanesha and Alaska won that, which means, obviously, that the rest of the dolls pulled for a higher title, right?
Right.
That's always happens, because I know if my kid wins the pageant, I'm not happy, because she needs to get Ultimate Grand Supreme.
I don't watch this shit.
I do, and I wish I could have a flip of it, and I'm not going to say that, because people will try and learn. So basically the challenge was that they had to make like a kids TV show, and it was split into two teams of, you know, the winners of the mini challenge, which was Lanesha, one team, and Alaska, the other.
So, you know, like we normally do with these things, we're really going to talk about the actual kids TV show on the runway when we see the final product.
Yeah.
But we'll just, you know, breeze through a couple of things and mention a couple of things that we think are important or whatever. So we got to see that Coco was kind of over being named a ventriloquist dummy, Hiiieee. Because, like, you know, she kept saying, like, oh, in Vegas I'm a star, blah, 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 blah. I don't really think it's an excuse or that, you know, it should really get in the way of her doing well in the role she's assigned to.
Yeah, because what if you in Vegas and you assigned a role to do that? I mean, I don't know how realistic that is or whatever, but like...
Yeah, you know, you just gotta make it work, and she seemed kind of over it, you know, for a while, or at least that's the way it was edited, so...
Yeah.
She needs to get out of her head a little bit about, you know...
Definitely, and take what roles you giving, bitch, because we're in a recession, we need to get the coin what we can.
Yes,
maybe
God,
there's a role going for a mannequin somewhere, and if you would have slayed that, you would have got the role.
Right.
That's what you on the TV for, you need that promotion.
On Team Alaska, Miss Alyssa got assigned to the role of Dick the cross-dressing uncle, which is, you know, out of her box because she's used to being the pretty pageant girl. So we could see that it was going to be somewhat of a challenge for her to portray that character.
Yeah, and she was trying to pass on the character to Miss Monica.
And they weren't having it, honey. They were not about that life.
There was an attempt made. You tried.
Right. So as it was time for Team Alaska to film, Rue and Michelle kind of looked at each other when Alaska came out in her boy drag, and she was like, oh, that's an interesting choice. Now, I wouldn't have made the choice. So I will say that she got some balls to go up in there and some, you know, a little bit of eyeliner and some blush. She took a
risk with that.
So I applaud her for taking a risk. I don't know if it was her best decision, but I mean, it made her stand out. Like, I don't know how I really feel about it, but...
Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about it either. I'm like, at the same time, you're born naked and the rest is drag.
Right.
So, and, like, I mean... people talking about how much work it takes and whatever. I feel like whether you tuck, you not tuck, you're wearing a wig, or I don't know, like, you know.
The thing that kind of excuses it is it was kind of like a skit character as opposed to anything else. But, you know, she could have twisted it and done some, like, messy drag.
The minute I get there, now I don't know where they at and how far, whatever, but the minute I get there and Mother Ru tells me interesting decision, I'd be like, okay, let me run back, grab a little pussycat wig, you know, snatch your cap back, whatever, throw a little lipstick on.
Right.
Nah, cause you trying to win some dollars, bitch.
Thank you.
So I'm just saying, get to stepping.
You need to go hard in the shoe rack.
Yeah.
So, as the girls were getting ready to go on the main stage, Miss Jinkx Monsoon revealed that she had a wig that her grandma gave her when she was 17, and it had a lot of sentimental value for her. So I thought it was really sweet.
And it was a cute wig, too.
It was cute, and you know...
She got good taste.
But yeah, it was a really sweet moment, and it's really sweet to see that, you know, someone from her grandmother's generation can be so supportive. And
there you go.
You know, it's a good thing for the show and that to be aired to the public. Yes. You feel me?
And hopefully there's a grandmother out there with a little gay child they looking after right now that they can do the same for if they so choose. Get your life.
Right.
Okay, so then it goes to Coco talking to Monica Beverly Hillz about the whole situation with Alyssa. Now, I don't know how it was edited or what happened, but it seemed like Coco was kind of talking about her, like, in front of her.
Again.
Without really addressing her. And
right. It seemed
that is kind of, like, a bit too much. I didn't think that was too cute.
Right. Like, that was, you know, and she clocked and she says, look, you can come to me and talk to me. So they did. And
yes. Now, listen, at the same time, Alyssa did kind of come over there a little bit, you know, like, oh, let's talk, you know. So it was all too much. I'm just like, y'all need to get it together. Y'all's is too old. I ain't saying y'all old, cause I ain't Serena, bitch. But y'all's is too old to be like, you know, just come on, cause life is short and people die, you know, and like,
y'all ain't need to be fucking around.
Yeah,
like
hooked up on stuff. Like, no matter how big. Look at Chad and Chanel, bitch. I don't know what the situation is. So I don't know how we're going to comment on something that we don't really know the ins and outs of like that, because we didn't experience it.
Right.
But I will say that there's a lot of hurt going on in this situation, and a lot of talking and no listening from both sides of the fence.
Yeah.
I feel like really y'all need to just either say, forget it, it's over, or talk and listen.
Right.
But not just all it is.
It's just a lot of talking and not a lot of anything else.
Yeah,
no listening, just back and forth, back and forth,
you
but
did
nowhere.
This. Well, I did this. Well, you won that. Well, I should have won that.
Well, yeah.
It's just tit for tat, and tit for tat never solves no problem.
Right.
So
I just hope that they can sort it out. By the end of this episode, they didn't. But I hope they can, because it's stupid. Like, it's over, and y'all need to just move past it, because it's just holding both y'all back.
But I will say one thing. I will, with the finger, I will say that as much as I don't like this Team Alyssa, Team Coco hashtag that's going on, because I really don't like the separation of, like, picking sides.
Right.
Especially when you don't know the story. I will say that it's good promotion for the two of them, and they the only bitches getting their own little hashtag, and people tweeting and all of that. So at the same time, something positive came from something negative, and that should bring y'all together. As much as having people picking teams, like on Twitter, Team Alyssa, Team Coco, as long as y'all know the real tea and y'all both like, look at the fucking coin we gonna make out of this, that's all it is.
So, let's move on to the runway, y'all.
Yeah.
Ruler thickening in that chartreuse.
Yeah,
elegance
a
that
look
she was
that
giving
Madame LaQueer herself would be proud of.
Just no words. Michelle looked gorgeous. The first time I seen her with her hair down,
Look
like, okay,
what?
bitch, because she said she came on All Stars, like, decked out for the gods, and she said she had to tone it down for season 5.
Yes, she's giving you looks for days.
Yes, I live. It's so cute. The guest judges this week were Polina Porizkova and Coco.
Not
me.
the other Coco.
Not that Coco, not the other Coco, not Coco Peru, not Coco Chanel back from the dead.
Yeah, a different Coco. That's
Lord.
Different Coco.
Lord.
I already
Too
tweeted,
many.
I already tumbled, I already said it, y'all done heard. How is there an Ice Loves Coco reality show and no Isis Loves Coco reality show? Logo, I'm just saying, VH1, MTV,
Get
Oxygen,
on it. Get on it.
whoever the fuck be watching this, the man on the street corner who have a good camera, bitch. You know me too. Oh.
The theme of the runway this week was to tickle you pink, darling, and we are both giving you a little pink moment today, Mariah Carey moment.
But I didn't wear anything unless it's nipple pink.
Oh my god.
What's that laugh?
Okay, so first up was Miss Alaska Thunderfuck. She was giving you Civil War bride, but not in the Shangela kind of way.
Hey. She learned a thing or two. Don't do that.
Okay. She looked really cute, I thought. It wasn't my favorite look of the week, but I got my life. She had the cotton candy hair, and it was like, paint splattered? Like, I don't know, it was very... like a character in something.
Yeah, it was cute, and like it was definitely Alaska's take on Pretty in Pink.
And she had the rifle, and it was really cute.
This is my rifle, this is my life, can't be Christ. Yes, I see you. Can you pay my bills? Monica Beverly Hills.
She was giving me like Hawaiian luau cocktail.
I see that.
Yes, I was here for it. It was a departure for what we know of Monica Beverly Hills, and I think there was a theme. Like the judges wanted her to be bandy or whatever she was saying later on. But I liked it. It was really cute. I mean, the material, I feel like it could have been a bit more like shaped or like something.
I see that.
But I wasn't mad at it. Like it was cute. Yeah. Yeah,
there was Beverly Hills, darling. She, you know, everything big, and the hair was done. Like she was done. I don't even know what the fuck was in that piece.
Next up, Alyssa Edwards. Miss Alyssa came out looking 15 years old, slaying that runway, bitch.
Yes, she did.
She was fresh, she was pruned, she was ready to do the under-16s pageant. Yes. I don't know.
She was the ultimate grand supreme. She was. It's true.
She turned the party. It was so cute. Her paint was very, very sweet, and I don't know how a paint can be sweet, but it was.
I'm almost 99% sure that her instructor was in the back row doing this. You know, because she was just Taurus and Tiara's down.
Right.
Like down.
It's Vivian Pinay.
I thought Vivian Pinay looked gorgeous as usual.
Yeah.
I don't know how much money that bitch spent on her contacts, because they are natural looking ass contacts, bitch. For real, because I know there's some girls out there who spend a hella money on their contacts.
Right.
Because that's some real good contacts right there that she wearing. That's like daylight, like you ain't gonna clock me. I thought her Pretty in Pink was real cute.
Yeah.
Expected.
Yeah, I wasn't wowed. I feel like we kind of seen it before with her. I want her to really step out of her box. She needs to... I mean, obviously it's Pretty in Pink, so I don't blame her for wearing what she wore.
But then at the same time, like, they wanted Monica to do Banji, and I feel like maybe if Vivian pulls away from that, they'll be like, well, Vivian, this was the perfect runway for you. So, I get why she didn't step out her box, at least for this runway right here. Did my ear... That's some bullshit. It fucked me like that. Next up was Detox.
Giving you Victorian Renaissance.
Yes. She was giving you Renaissance hooker, bitch. Mm-hmm. Like the Renaissance hooker of today.
Yeah.
Yes, I thought she looked really cute, and I think her Pretty in Pink was more of a pretty nude kind of a feel.
Yeah, but I wasn't mad at it, and
No.
it worked for the runway. You know, her tits were jiggling. And
they was jiggling for days. Can I call you caliente?
Right. She was just giving me everything I needed, so work, bitch.
Yes.
Next up, Miss Roxxxy Andrews. She always lets me have it, and once again this week, let me motherfucking have it. The hair was laid for the gods. The dress was really cute. The legs were nice and tan. She's always 100% polished for me.
Yes, apart from when I baseball bat that bitch in the back of the head for even daring to do drag. Like,
she's too pretty.
Because it's too much. I can't take it. I don't want you in the game. I'd rather you just
leave.
Yeah, just leave. Cause cause that's not fair for the rest of us.
She played too much.
Because we trying to cause like an illusion here, and you just over here slaying us all, and I can't take. Okay.
Right. Yes,
Buffy.
Roxxxy.
Shit, you're so pretty, girl. Hate you. But yeah, she did eat that. It was flawless. The necklace, the movement in the fabric with the hair color, like the whole thing. I can't take it. I ain't never seen her paint like that, bitch.
Seriously.
She looks straight up like that fucking Barbie, bitch. You know, the living Barbie, bitch. She looked just like her.
Yeah.
Except the transformation is much more amazing.
Next up, Lineysha Sparks. So Lineysha was giving me what I needed, darling.
Yes, that blonde hair. The moment she walked out, I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't take it. It was so too much.
Her dress was gorgeous. The little flowing fabric. I got my life from her.
Yeah, it's like, they said Pretty in Pink, and she said, bitch, Pretty in Pink is what you get in.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Lineysha. I feel like no matter what it is, the acting, whatever, come to Runway, she never gonna let you down.
Right. Oh well.
She always got
so far, anyway.
No, let it be said, she will not let you down, okay?
All
Let's
right.
go back to NTM. It's not gonna fall. It's not gonna fall, bitch. Know
Next
it.
up, Miss Jinkx Monsoon. Giving you Marie Antoinette.
Yeah. The sequel,
The
bitch.
sequel. Now, Michelle Visage said in the elimination lunch that it was a little too similar to her kids, whatever her
See,
kid
I
show
thought that
thing.
too once they played the video or whatever. I was like, oh, that's really similar to what she won on the runway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that definitely as the show ended. But I mean,
yeah, no, it was a really cute look. You know, she was wearing her grandma's wig, representing. So I think she kind of built the whole look around
sweet.
the hair.
Yes.
So it was really, really, really cute.
So yeah, I thought that was just the best thing that she wore that for her grandmother. That was just so sweet to like have like to be like 17. And that's like the first week she buys you, and now you on fucking Drag Race, bitch. Like turn that mother out.
Next up, Coco Montrese. Who is this little girl that they let on the runway so
First
fresh
Rihanna,
and prune?
then Janet Jackson.
Now a
some
5-year-old.
Yeah. You got illusions for days, girl.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the look as a whole. I felt like Mimi on first said in the elimination lunch and needed bigger hair. I think that would have helped. But as a whole, I don't know if I really
But then she just looked like a little girl with some big ass hair though. Which
I know.
I
just didn't really. I don't know. It wasn't my favorite Coco look.
Yeah. Well, personally, I understand why people say or might say that she took the challenge too literally. For me, I think that because Coco is a bit of an old queen and everything, I think there's some shtick to it, and I think that it makes it work.
Yeah.
I don't think Ivy Winters or one of the younger bitches could like slay that like that.
Right.
But I feel like Coco did that for me.
She had the teddy bear stunt queen.
Yeah, like it was drag, bitch, because like, you know, she a big old man coming out that look like a fucking 5-year-old, and she does. So there you go.
Next up, Miss Ivy Winters, darling.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be real. We ain't even gonna give you all this Ivy Winters. Cause let me tell you, when you edit your own fucking show, bitch, every time I hear that now, I'm like... So no more. Don't comment on it. If you do, fuck you. Okay, let's get into it. Very Chad Michaels.
Yeah, very Chad Michaels.
Which I love.
Very Kylie Minogue.
Yes.
Showgirl always.
Yes.
You know? So it was a really, really cute look.
Yes, I was totally here for it. I love a showgirl. I love a headpiece. I love the drama and the eleganza.
Yeah, she was the best flamingo you'll ever see, darling.
Yes, I want to put on my one if I had one. Bitch. Next up, Honey Mahogany. I loved Honey's walk. I thought she slayed that.
Yeah.
I never seen her walk like it. She was pissed off.
Maybe for me a little bit slower.
No,
but it worked.
Nah.
It worked.
Nah, honey. You killed that walk. You were like fuck on fire. Like yes, like I understand. Like you want time to like see the whole ensemble and everything.
Yeah.
But that walk gave me what I needed.
Yeah, she was draped and yet somehow her body still looked really good and it was still flattering. So
yes. The only thing is I really thought there was going to be a reveal and there wasn't. That's the only thing. I really thought there was going to be a reveal and there wasn't.
Yeah. Well, you know, it is what it is.
It's neither here nor there.
When you see a giant like capey thing, you just expect a reveal with a drag
Yeah,
queen,
exactly. That's what it is. I'm sorry. I'm used to the stunts.
Yeah, but she turned it. Next
Yes.
up, J. Jolie. She looked really, really gorgeous. This is the best I've seen her look so far.
Yes.
The dress was gorgeous. It gave me that corset that Trina has, you know, the bubble gum
I see
corset.
that,
like,
I see
that's
that,
what it's giving
yes.
me. So it was really, really cute. The hair was cute, so...
Yeah, I thought she looked stunning. I thought it was really simple, but it had the effect that it needed to have.
Yeah.
She looked like a fucking ice cream bitch.
Yeah.
And it was, everything was done, head to toe. Yeah. 10s.
So it's time to talk about the TV show challenge, and first up is Team Alaska.
Yes.
Alaska herself, I thought, did really well in her character. Whether or not it was drag enough, is, you know, we already kind of talked about it.
Yeah, we already talked about that.
So, but I think she
was committed.
Yeah, she was committed. She sold the character really well. Detox was an amazing chicken, standing there giving you the chicken.
That chicken was roasted, bitch. She was done. she was done. Ready. Everything was down. I don't even know how she got a chicken voice so fucking down like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I felt like that really is what a chicken would sound like.
Yeah.
Couldn't speak words.
Right. It was amazing.
Yes. And I mean, fair enough. She had a little time to, you know, review what other bitches had done in the past, and she didn't want to go down like Raven did, girl, and she did that. So yeah, it's 10 now. Vivian Pinay is Anita Bump. The first thing that I want to say is, Anita, why weren't you wearing a bump though? You know, because like you got a bump in your name, and I need a bump. Maybe it's because you need a bump, but I would like to see a bump. Cause, yeah.
Like Ruth said, I wanted her personality to be, I need a bump. Like kind of crazy, and she came across kind of like a bit flat, like in the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, flat is one thing, but flat and having that name, because you setting yourself up for a fall with that.
Yeah. So Miss Tasha Salad slayed that shit.
Yeah,
bitch.
Shout out to the real Tasha Salad, bitch, Sabria girl. You know who I'm talking about.
Yes, God, honey. She was, you know, she came up with a character and she was committed 100%.
Yeah, she slayed it, and I don't know if she was like inspired by someone. Like I don't know where the fuck she pulled that out of.
Right.
But it was flawless, girl. It was sickening.
Miss Monica Beverly Hillz didn't do too well. You know, she kind of got in her head a bit, and
like
I think
she always does. I feel.
Yeah, I think she just needed to stop taking it like so. Like, oh, I need to do a character and shit, and just be like herself,
like
and
be
drag
Monica. Yeah, exactly. Because even when they were talking, and you know, Alaska was telling her to be like Venus Extravaganza. You know, like you could have really used that. So. Yeah. I don't know, I really think it's just she always just get in her head so much that she just overthinks everything. And I guess that's part of being a perfectionist, but at the same time, then it makes you kind of stumble.
Right. Alyssa Edwards did pretty good as Dick the Crossdressing Uncle. You know, she had the garage doors and the tooth black belt. So it showed she wasn't afraid to be ugly.
Yes, and that's what you need to do. If you get a character that you don't really too much like, you need to figure out a way to make it work and make bitches laugh, and she did that.
Yes, God. So the next team was Team Lanesha. First up was Jinkx Monsoon, and I expected her to shine in a challenge like this, and she did.
Yeah, of course.
Her character is perfected and polished.
It was a fully realized character. And, like, she didn't miss a beat.
Right.
She really didn't. So I really feel like Jinkx led the way for that team and carried them through it more than anyone.
J. Jolie was, you know, kind of okay. She seemed kind of thrown off in the rehearsal when Jinkx said her word. I mean, you need to be able to think on your feet, but I guess she just kind of got thrown. And she did okay. She didn't stand out that much.
Yeah, I thought she did good. Like, I mean, I think more so, like, it was hard because there was such a big personality next to her.
Right.
But I think she delivered her lines good. She didn't seem to fumble too much. And I was here for those lips, bitch. I really was. Yes, ma'am. So yeah, even though J. Jolie maybe on her own wasn't, like, stand out, I felt like she worked really well with Jinkx. And I feel like they had chemistry on set. And they meshed together perfectly, which is what you need.
Yeah. Next up was Lanesha Sparks and Miss Ivy Winters. Now, I think they did pretty good together. In the rehearsal, it seemed like it was kind of, you know, Lanesha was just kind of directly translating. But, you know, it sold in the final piece, I thought.
Yeah, I don't know if they... I mean, because I think there was obviously more shown on the runway than even we saw.
Yeah.
But, yeah... At the same time, Lanesha got red for that, so, you know, maybe the final piece wasn't as great as we think it was, because Ru said,
but the exploding cream was cute, I thought.
Yeah, I felt like Ivy Winters tried her best to, like, have every reaction to everything, but I don't know if it's just me, but I didn't feel like it was, like I wasn't, like, buying it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like it was a little overdone.
To sell it a bit more, and, like... Not selling.
Because I felt like she was relying a bit more on like her body language as opposed to like being funny.
Right.
But maybe that's just me.
Next, that was Honey Mahogany and Coco Montrese. You know, Coco, you saw in the rehearsal, kind of struggled. Honey was saying she didn't know her lines, and she took a while to deliver the lines when she did know them. Blah blah blah.
The chiffon, the snow, the whole bit.
I don't know if Coco Montrese really knew where to take that character.
Yeah, she seemed a little lost.
Yeah, and I feel like Honey was trying her best, but there was only so much she could do with Coco.
Yeah, unfortunately. But the paint was good.
Yeah, she did look them together and the whole, like, you know, cloth covering and shit, it was just sold it to me, and she looked like a ventriloquist dummy.
She really did look like a dummy bitch. Not in a bad way. Yeah, I thought they did, like, Honey did as well as she could try to do, but I don't know if it was really up to her to save it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And, yeah, Coco, another one that just got in her head too much, bitch, and just needed to go out there and do it instead of overthinking it so much. Okay, now, the lack of applause after Team Lanesha, and it was just Michelle on her own. Like, I know that was edited like that.
Right.
Like,
but...
because I don't even want to get so into it and everything, but, like... She claps, and then it cuts to everyone else being quiet, but then immediately she's, like, still. So I'm like, probably everyone else started clapping after in real life, right? Like, but y'all tried it, though. Shit. I don't know who edits this show, but shit.
You know what they like.
Okay, so number one, first thing I want to say, Coco as a guest judge, love her. Love her, she was so into it.
She's flawless.
She was hyped up, she was getting her life, I was getting mine, we was getting our lives together, and it was so flawless. So yes, well done for you, I hope to see you back, bitch. Detox, too professional. The minute she said that she loved her jiggling titties, she started jiggling. I'm like, that's a show girl. She knows how to get that money, honey.
So, the bottom two this week were Monica Beverly Hillz and Miss Coco Montrese. And the song they were lip-syncing to was When I Grow Up by the Pussycat Dolls.
Obviously. I was mad because I knew no matter what I was going to be upset. I love Monica, and I love Coco.
Yeah,
so I was like, really, y'all had to do me like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coco kind of had the freedom to move in what she was wearing, but like you said, she probably prepared to rip her off because she knew she was going to lip sync for her life, so at least she came ready.
Yes, and I feel like Monica should have came ready too.
Right.
A little bit. I'm kind of like, you know, you knew that you had a chance of being in the bar, you gotta go out there wearing something that looks sickening, but also something at least underneath that's also sickening, so that you can really do it. But I kind of felt like during the lip sync, Monica wasn't really all there. I didn't feel like she was fighting for her spot.
I know.
And I don't feel like I don't feel like it was so much like that she didn't do as good. I feel like she just kind of let it happen a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, if that was her choice, then all the best to you, Monica girl, because, you know, I just want all the success for you, girl.
Yeah, and we live for Monica Beverly Hillz. She's so sweet. So big shout out to Monica. We love you, bitch.
Girl, I was sad. I was so sad to see her go, but then at the same time, I feel like maybe that's kind of like what she wanted. Maybe, you know, a part of her really wasn't all there in the competition.
Yeah.
So, yes. So, Coco got to stand. She did eat that. She slayed it.
Yeah. I don't know if we said the winner of the challenge was Detox. Whatever.
Yes, definitely needed to be the winner. She really...
the chicken slayed, the runway slayed.
Yeah, she's did.
That bitch.
And Jinkx Monsoon did an amazing job when she was in the losing
and so did
team.
Roxxxy.
So, yeah.
Alright, so let's move on to the Untucked.
Yes.
Can I just say that Miss Alyssa Edwards at the end of the Untucked like trailer thing that they showed at the beginning of every episode saying it's not personal, it's drag, it's just a quote of the season.
It is.
It's the quote of the season and her pussy was flaming.
Yeah.
Now Miss Tiny Mahogany wanted to say that Detox was painted for the back row in the theater like it was a bad thing. Bitch! Fuck out of here.
I didn't really get that. I didn't understand, hello?
And you're supposed to be painted for the back row? Like, I get, like, that she is snatched for the gods,
but I mean, I appreciate a bitch who is not afraid of the cosmetics.
Thank
personally.
you.
Although, as you can see, I'm one who paints so naturally,
right.
So, you know.
Right, this is just my natural highlight.
Yeah, highlight? I don't have no highlight on. This is all me.
I'm gonna need J. Jolie to check herself in these confessionals, because she is really trying it. Miss Bitch really came.
Miss Girl. Yeah, she kind of does a little bit. But
she just go hustle. She better be ready. All I'm saying is she better be ready.
She trying to entertain the children and give a soundbite club a come reunion. I'm scared for you, Jade. I'm just saying.
So the surprise in the big pink box. These hairs are gonna give me the fever. The surprise in the big pink box, darling, was a message from J. Jolie's boyfriend, you know, basically showing her love, telling her that he loves her, giving her that little boost she needed for the competition or whatever. Usually these messages come in a moment where the queen is down or whatever the case may be. It just seemed a little out of the blue just because we're so used to it being in a moment where
they really need it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was cute and like... You know, that boyfriend got nerve getting on the TV and coming out with it and everything. Yeah, that the family don't even know. So, you know that's true love, bitch, when a bitch got your back like that, you know, because that's a big deal.
Yeah, so it was a cute moment. It definitely was. Okay, so the top and bottom girls, not literally, got back into the Interior Illusions Lounge and... Roxxxy and Detox were just complimenting each other, saying that, you know, oh, you're gonna win, no, you're gonna win.
And the
they had
the
sappy music and shit.
Now, we did say when we were talking to Miss Travis for Gabtown Divas, we'll put the link below for that, we mentioned that Ru on the pink carpet said that there was gonna be a love forming this season.
Right.
Now I'm not so sure whether... she was just referring to this particular moment. I was just kind of joking. Or if this really is going to build into something.
Yeah.
Michelle's on the show, on the lunch thing, whatever, said definitely not. But I don't know. I'm confused now. I'm like, why would Ru say that? If it was just like for that one moment. Like, I don't know.
We don't have to stay tuned.
But I did say in that interview that I hoped it would be Detox and Roxxxy. And shit, even if it ain't true that they really getting together like that, I was right anyway. So yes, I get a 10. Yes, I did. Now, I don't even want to be sat here using like ghetto and banshee and all of that. But Monica, you just need to know that there's, like, no matter how you act, no matter what anyone tells you about the way that you speak or how you act or how you is, there is no label for what you do but Monica Beverly Hillz.
Yeah.
And that's it. You ain't need to worry about, like, how, like, I get you got your things going on and everything and you want a fresh start or whatever, and that's totally fine and you can do that. But you need to know that there's no label on who you are. You just are who you are, and that's it. And that's why people love you.
Yeah.
And you done said yourself, you touched a lot of people's hearts, and that's what's important.
Alright.
At the end of the day.
Alright.
So, you know, I got mad love for you, Monica, and I just wish that you had as much love for you as I do, girl, because you fire, bitch. I just want you to get out your head. Yeah. So, that's what I have to say about
you know, with the whole Coco and Alyssa situation, like the whole, she said that they edited her out of the video.
Yeah, that was shady.
That is too much.
Yeah, that's the most. But I mean, that's not Coco's fault, though.
What they need to do is they just need to come to a place where they're like, look, there was, you know, I'm sure if Alyssa was in her position, she would have done the same thing.
And that's the thing about it, is that we can sit here and guess, but we never gonna know.
It's just, like, it's something that happened and it's shitty, but just accept it and move past it and don't hold resentment and blame to each other for this whole thing. And then now y'all are in this competition together and just let it go, you know? It'll be such a weight off their shoulders to be able to compete without having to worry about it, especially for Coco.
Exactly. Yes, because I mean, you got so many bitches that you need to worry about in this competition anyway.
Right.
That being so focused on one person is just going to be a distraction for both of you. So it really is in your best interest to just let that shit go.
Yeah. Okay, so that pretty much brings us to the end of our review this week. I hope y'all enjoyed it.
Yes, I do want to say, you know, because I feel like Monica Beverly Hillz going home third in the competition, it's not often that a girl goes home so early, and I feel makes such an impact on the show and on an audience and like touches people like that. So I want to applaud this season for being on fire, because I mean, third girl to go, I feel is like such a fucking strong bitch, even though like you know the characters and whatever, but yes, girl, you just So, yeah, that's the end of the review. Hope you get into all of these nails, the acrylics and powders. The lighting is still beautiful. Yes, it is.
Yes, God. We gotta try and figure out, because a couple of people mentioned the, resolution, I suppose, of the video. We use Sony Vegas 10, and it's kind of confusing. I'm gonna try and figure it out. But it's confusing, so if anybody has any tips, let me know what the fuck to do.
Yes, okay.
Mwah.
Deuces.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.